Do you hear that heart beating? It's a telltale sign we're at the Franklin Institute. Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
Enjoy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We had all these wonderful outdoor things we were going to film, and then we get here and it's a rainy, miserable day. But we persevere. Behind us, when you think of Philadelphia, one man you might think of is Benjamin Franklin. And there's a museum with his namesake, the Franklin Institute.
Yep.
We've been coming to this museum for over a decade, but we actually never did the museum. We always do special exhibits they have. Over a decade ago, we went to a Titanic exhibit. We saw a Chronicle of Narnia.
Those are pretty cool.
Exhibit. But we figured, we're here. We want to find something indoors. It's supposedly a great museum. We could film and bring you along with us. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go check out the Franklin Institute. We're going to bring you along. If you like this kind of thing, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, comment down below. All the good stuff, we greatly appreciate it. But let's get out of this rain and go inside. So step right up, let's go for this ride. As soon as we walk in, we have this beautiful rotunda with the man himself, Ben Franklin, in the middle of it. Benjamin Franklin. Now you might be wondering, what kind of museum is the Franklin Institute? He's a very important historical figure. Is this a history museum? No. You have to remember, man discovered electricity, other scientific wonders. This is a science museum we're here to check out.
Yep.
So Ben Franklin did a lot for this country. I was wondering, do you think since he was such a good person, he might have had a giant heart?
Well, his museum does.
Giant heart. The prize of exercise. Exercise strengthens your muscles, including your heart. We are in the heart room. See, like some basic exercise. Sit less, take a walk, inner yoga. We have move more. Guess we're getting hit. Higher up on the exercise. Take a brisk walk. Ooh, we could dance and go for a casual bike. But if you want to build intensity, run, swim laps, jump rope, play sports like soccer. This is cool. Why you quit smoking? Inhaling smoke leaves tiny deposits of dark chemicals in your lungs. And here we actually have plastinated human lungs from 2014. These aren't just like a model of human lungs. They are smokers' human lungs. Joy's turning crank to see if the blood flow.
Yeah, like you see a little bit. They move.
In the strength of the room, we have a model showing the size of different animals' hearts. Canary, mouse, hamster, chicken. Oh, squirrel's a tiny one too. Groundhog, rabbit. And as you see, the hearts get bigger and bigger with like spider monkeys. Oh, the hearts get bigger as the animals get bigger. Like a large dog is almost the size of a human heart. I love this one. Ostrich. What is the purpose of this video? To educate and entertain. Cow, polar bear, and you see as we go up, really getting big. Hippo. We do have an elephant. And at the very top, we do have a beaked whale. Now, is that what they meant by this, the giant heart room? Is that beaked whale the giant heart? Here are different animals' heartbeats, like the polar bear. 41 beats per minute. Then when you compare it to something like a mouse, 600 beats per minute. Now humans have about 75. That big beaked whale heart, only 20 beats per minute. It looks like the giant heart is a kid's play area, but we found the giant heart. Now the giant heart just isn't a sculpture here. You actually could go through the giant heart. Please do not enter unless you are certain that you can climb up and down through the exhibit. Welcome to the Franklin Institute's famous walk-through heart. It's the right size for a 220-foot tall person, someone about twice as tall as the Statue of Liberty.
It's that you're following the path of a drop of blood.
And we can hear beating.
You will
We're in the right atrium. Then the blood's going to go through the right ventricle. This is pretty cool.
This is crazy.
We should be heading out through the pulmonary valve, through the pulmonary artery to the lungs, back to the veins. Main pulmonary artery. I found the aorta. This is pretty cool.
This is crazy.
We're actually going inside the lungs now, Joy. Taking that oxygen. Take it in. Because we have to go bring us back to the rest of the body. Oxygen exchange. We're getting rid of the carbon dioxide, bringing in the oxygen. Get the oxygen, get the oxygen. We're leaving the lungs. Re-entering the heart.
Left atrium.
You know, Edgar Allan Poe once was in Philly. Is this the telltale heart? Left ventricle.
Aortic valve.
We're actually going up through the aorta. Now we're leaving the heart. I guess we gotta bring this air to the rest of the museum. To the body. The body of the museum. Is this what Mr. Rogers meant when he said, "Won't you be my neighbor?" We found a cool map of Philadelphia. See, one of my favorite things in all of Philadelphia, which we still got to bring you all to, right here in between Hamilton and Spring Garden off 38th Street, is an awesome museum called the Tiberino Museum. One day we're going to get there and show you. But if you're wondering where we are right now, this square in the center is their city hall. Following this road, Benjamin Franklin Parkway up. Right over here, that's where we are right now, the Franklin Institute. And if you're ever in Philadelphia looking for the Rocky Stairs, just take Benjamin Franklin Parkway up to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and those are the famous Rocky Steps.
It's electric.
Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie.
Oh, that's so tingles. Oh my gosh.
Are you electrocuting yourself? Yep, you definitely are electrocuting yourselves. I feel in the center of my middle finger. And that's not something dirty, you really feel the pulsating. Electricity is a modern necessity of life, not a luxury. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Good statue of Nikola Tesla.
Tesla coil fires every hour.
Oh, what time is it? We might have to come back to see that. 1:10.
Oh, wait till it's
We gotta run back to see it in 50 minutes. Well, I think we'll still be here. Joy, we have to complete the circuit. Touch another.
Oh.
Look, Joy completed the circuit.
You don't get all of them.
Well, I completed the circuit. Right, my hand's on this. Joy's gonna touch it now. She's gonna touch my hand with the camera. And we completed the circuit. Awesome.
It would be cool if you actually do have the 4 people, because then you can actually have one on each hand, like, and everybody hold the other hand.
You could have more and more people to complete the circuit. As long as one person starts and you hold hands and then the other person ends, it happens. I knew, Joy, when me and you were together, there was electricity. We have a cool collection here of lightning rods. Benjamin Franklin had a curious mind and questioned everyday phenomena. Receiving a shock from a lab experiment sparked Ben's interest with electricity. While investigating lightning from thunderclouds, Ben noticed that lightning and electricity have common characteristics. He also observed that wooden houses often caught fire from the impact of the lightning strike. Ben discovered that affixing a metal rod to a structure conducted the electricity from the lightning strike directly to the ground and thus protected the people inside. Through his process of inquiry, Ben created lightning rod. And now we have some examples of lightning rods. Ooh, I like these. The lightning rod transformed from invention to collectible objects of art. You lit an LED.
Yeah, so the LED takes very little power to actually get it going. With fluorescent, you have to go forward.
Okay, it takes a little bit more. And does the incandescent use the most electricity?
Yeah.
Pump it up, Joy. And as Joy was pumping, you actually could see how many amps were needed to maintain that incandescent bulb. Just everything about this is cool. The wall looking like a circuit and watching light bulbs change from the plug. But I like this painting of Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin, 1706 to 1790. And there we see him affixing the key to a kite to do some science experiments about electricity. But we're seeing different power capacitors and
Electricity too.
ooh. Ben Franklin wrote the book on electricity. Literally. Here's the book.
The 1769
edition.
Oh my gosh.
You see the spark?
Yeah. What's even interesting is like this thing lights up as you touch it.
I love it has the little lightning bolt to warn you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to see how far away.
It's funny, if you keep touching, your shot gets weaker and weaker.
Oh god, okay.
Next room, Changing Earth.
But I like it.
Explore Franken Institute's forecast then and now.
How it was done back then.
#1 standard barometer with attached thermometer, 1837, made in Philadelphia. So we're measuring atmospheric pressure and the temperature. Interesting map showing the carbon footprint across the USA. Tones of carbon per household. Green with the darkest green with the least, and the red with the most. Yes. We're gonna do
heat wave,
heavy storm.
heavy storm.
I'm meteorologist Cecily Tynan from Channel 6 Action News, here to give you directions about your forecast. Then a practice forecast will begin. Read the text on the monitor and practice working with a green screen.
Philadelphia is in for some pretty bad weather today. Expect heavy rains and flash flooding in some areas. I'm Joe Lunchbox with your local Philadelphia weather forecast.
Now that you've had a chance to practice,
I'm Joe Lunchbox. We have heavy storm here in Philadelphia. I thought my words would still be here, but they are not. The jet stream is blowing in, cold air rising. The dry humidity raising warm, humid air. It's a storm out there, folks. Be ready. Wear your galoshes. It's going to be a wet one. As you see, it's a wet one. I told you, because I'm the weatherman. Oh, safe driving. Slippery roads out there. I didn't know I'm doing traffic reports too. The world, it's raining shopping carts. Raining shopping carts. We're exiting to watch my video.
Here in Philadelphia. I thought my words would still be here, but they are not. The jet stream is blowing in, cold air rising. The drop humidity, raised, warm, humid air. It's a storm out there, folks. Be ready. Wear your galoshes. It's going to be overcoming. As you see, it's a wet one. I told you. I'm the weatherman. Oh, safe driving. Slippery roads out there. Come on, Benny.
I'm doing the weather.
I'm Lunchbox. We have heavy storm here in Philadelphia.
It's going to show how the grass basically protects like the erosion. Is that
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this display that Joy's doing is showing how plants and roots and grass prevent erosion. You can see the white goes all the way down, but you see the grass is holding it in place. Plants hold the earth together. Deep within the earth, heat's from the core. Look, Joy's going to go through the earth.
Holy.
I see a lounge fly bag. Here she comes.
There's that one little spot that
You're changing through the earth's core. Science. This exhibit here, this exhibit rocks.
no rock is forever.
Rocks get recycled endlessly from one form to another because Earth's surface is so active over time, changing heat, pressure, and exposure melts, freeze, deform, and weather all rocks. Right now, Joy is constructing a building and seeing how much it could take in an earthquake.
Probably not that much.
Well, we'll find out. These are form earthquake savvy. Good form, good form.
That's what I'm thinking, that it was a pretty good one.
Oh, there's more pieces. She's building a bigger building.
That's all I'm going.
Okay.
Okay. So let's do minor.
What are we doing?
Minor.
This is a minor earthquake.
Yeah, I'm good.
Your building's doing okay. Major earthquake. I mean, it's moving, but it's holding up good.
It's gonna go.
It survived.
Ojo attempts to probably be the shortest amount of time. Are we gonna try to make it the shortest amount of time that lasts in a major? Or are you doing shortest for even the minor?
We're just going straight for major. It has been designed
That's it?
in the Lunchbox Everett Architecture Center. Can it survive a major earthquake? Didn't make it. This is a really cool thing. You see the teacup was porcelain, crumpled, fire-damaged, collapsed teacup with fused sand from a 1906 San Francisco earthquake. But you see how the teacup didn't break. It literally just like sort of melted and collapsed from the pressure. We're at the pendulum staircase. Foucault's pendulum. In 1851, Jean-Bernard Léon Foucault provided that the earth turns using a pendulum like this one. What would you see if you stood here all day? At 9:30 a.m., the museum starts the pendulum swinging in the north-south direction. During the day, the pendulum knocks down a peg every 20-25 minutes, making it appear to change direction. By 5 p.m., half the pegs have been knocked down. And we can see the pegs that were knocked down as the pendulum swings. Did you hear it? We just heard a peg knocked down. More this way. The Franklin Air Show. Oh, this looks cool. We have an air pressure arcade. Can you make a ball float? Well, I have to unfloat the ball first. Can I make a ball float? I think it has like a picture so you can see where you need to put it. It's gonna bounce out. My ball floats.
He's also spinning, and that's why he's throwing that off.
Yeah. It finally balanced out.
Oh.
We have a shimmer wall, and we get to use air and stuff to make the shimmer move. Ready? We will make the shimmer wall move. Joy's going to use a little air cannon.
Hey.
And she made a little shimmer.
Fan, you're just going for it?
Ooh, pretty shimmering. Yes, we're running back to electricity. Yes, I know we already shot this, but the Tesla coil fires every hour on the hour, so we have to get back. I mean, look at the size of that Tesla coil. We couldn't miss it. It's interesting. We're supposed to transfer electricity. Once you shock stuff and you hold it, you can touch things, and using that electric current that's flowing through you. See the little paper shifting on the valve? Watch, we have little balls here. Valve's going crazy. Let's see this last one. These two pieces of foil.
They separated.
But what's interesting is everyone's coming here, and instead of actually doing the experiment, they're just doing this and shocking all their friends.
It's time. Take a look at the Tesla coil. If you don't know what that is exactly, it's about to be really obvious. You might want to cover your ears.
Worth coming back to see.
That was so cool.
Yeah, I like this museum. Now, back to the air show. It's cool. You could fly model airplanes throughout the whole exhibit, teaching about like drag and lift and all this stuff. They actually have about famous things in aeronautic history, like the right stuff. We have Chuck Yeager here, the man who first broke the sound barrier. Yeager had broken 2 ribs from a horseback riding accident the night before he broke the sound barrier on October 14th, 1947. The paper airplane thing is cool. I never seen one like this. You usually throw yours to test it, but they actually have a machine that supposedly launches it for you.
I like how they give also different, like if you want an easy or medium or a hard version behind you.
So those are different directions to make a quicker. I just made my own. Are you ready? You line up the grooves. Let's see. I didn't make it to the recycling. I like it. You get to be the plane.
Oh, I feel the flow back here too.
You see your arms lift up. I'm a plane. I'm a plane. And I love ending the aviation area. We have original 1911 Model B, the Wright Model B. The airplane above you is one of the few surviving original Model B flyers built by Orville and Wilbur Wright. And it's funny, as we walk around, you can see some people's model airplanes they were making, and paper airplanes have been flown pretty far. We have some stuck up on the tires and wheel area of the original 1911 Model B. Throw your airplanes where you're supposed to. Don't throw them at the old Model B. Curtiss Wright engine, built in 1950. See, here's what fascinates me. We have Original 1911 Model B Wright brothers. This is from 1911. 39 years later, in 1950, engines like this are being made. 39 years only. That technology in 39 years. Planning the first flight. Replicas of the first conceptual drawings by the Wright brothers for their famous 1903 airplane that made the first powered flight. We're ready to go see your brain? I hope you are, because that's where we're heading. In your brain, zombie, zombie. See that little kid, it's gonna turn into a zombie. That's what's happening right as we speak. Walk right into it. There's the human brain.
Well, that's the brain.
I know. Human brain and spinal cord. 2013 Global Anatomy Project. Plastinated. So here we actually have a real human brain and spinal cord.
Neural climb. This is like the heart.
Yep, but the brain.
There you are.
See these little plexiglass plates?
Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, come on. No, just gonna stay right here. You're gonna hold on to me. Okay, now you're bending.
If I could do it, you could do it, Joy.
What's funny is it's on a slant,
Yeah, so you slide forward.
so you slide.
When I woke up this morning, if you told me I'd be climbing in someone's brain, I wouldn't have believed you.
Or somebody's heart earlier.
Yeah. Oh! Joy, you almost have a brain.
Woohoo! Oh, that I can think for myself.
And on top of being fun, this is a really cool structure. We have one neuron, we have another neuron. Here's the synapses, and Joy's going to spin the wheel to send neurotransmitters from one neuron to the other. See the light? That's it, building up, building up, building up, building up. Oh, she sent them. The neurotransmitters were sent over the synapses. Oh, she's sending another one. It's being sent along the axon. There it goes. I like this brain. It reminds me of like a sea anemone. How is your brain? My brain looks like it belongs in a coral reef. Brain teasers. What are the phrase? Forgive and forget.
Yeah.
What is the phrase?
Ha! I like that one.
What?
Elevator out of order.
Elevator out of order. And what's this one? What is the phrase?
Take that R, put that there.
Trail.
They're all mixed up. Trail mix.
It's a trail mix. I like brain teasers. In fact, I think we're gonna hit a thing of illusions and puzzles. Ooh, if you stand against the door for a few seconds, the spokes seem to move.
That one I didn't see.
Then we have another one where you could stare at the center of the flag for a minute, then look at the white. We're not gonna count a minute. So you could always pause the screen to do that one. Which orange pepperoni looks bigger? They both look the same, even though they both are the same. The one on the left looks bigger because the blue pepperoni is smaller than on the right. It's an illusion. Psychedelic, man, trippy. That's crazy. When the altered face is upside down, your brain sees the face as normal because the eyes and the mouth are still right side up. You see? The eyes, they didn't flip, and the mouth, they didn't flip. Oh, and there you see what it really looks like when it's upside down. It don't look right there. That's a weird illusion. a vase or two profiles. I see two profiles.
There's something not quite right about her face. Like it's hard.
I loved this when I was a little kid.
What's going on here?
Oh, old woman or young girl?
Yes. If you see the young woman, you see her looking out into the distance. Here is her eyes, here is her nose. But when it's the old woman, here is a mouth, the profile nose, and an eye. Motion sickness can result when your vision and sense of balance are out of sync. Whoa.
What?
Well, from my view, you definitely aren't standing up straight. And me, who does suffer from motion sickness, it's funny just laying on a flat board in here is definitely throwing up my equilibrium, and I feel like I'm on a rocking boat. This is very weird. Isn't that weird?
That is crazy, because obviously I know standing next to, like standing over there,
Yeah.
everything was all slanted.
Yeah, but now I'm slanted, everything seems straight.
But that's hysterical.
Don't close your eyes when you stand up and watch how you get all motion sickness. This is a weird sensation, because you wouldn't think sitting up, because you're sitting completely normal on a flat surface, but watch how the room is going to mess you up.
Oh yeah, no.
That is weird, isn't it? Ah. I did not know this museum was this big, had this many exhibits. We've been in a heart. We climbed through someone's brain. We saw about piloting. Yeah, this is cool. Hit the ball as many times as you can. You hit the ball 15 times, but did you notice the sign changed colors? What else changed? Try watching another visitor. Amazing machine. Engineering is a form of art that has filled the world with things of obvious visual beauty, but also with subtle form. Lewis Brown. Wow, that's a cool. Hammond typewriter, 1888. The intent of this installation is to communicate the delicacy and fluidity of mechanical motion. This exhibit really blows. We're showing you air power. The final one's very anticlimactic.
Go back to the...
I like it on the second floor, Sir Isaac's Law, where art and physics collide. Ever since I was a little kid, I love me some marble mazes. This one seems to be using some rubber balls as it goes.
Please do bounce on that.
I know, it is cool that it's lined up to bounce and keep going. Boop, boop. We need more cowbell. Much better. And actually, if one marble maze was enough, they actually have two. Spin, spin, spin. Oh, this one has some cowbell too. Everyone at home, look at the dragon with one eye. He looks right, but he's actually inside out.
Oh.
We have a Phantom painting. You see the painting? As Joy slides her finger in and out of her slot, it changes the colors of the painting. Joy, slide your finger in and out of that slot. Ooh. Ah. Look, they're diving. Chaotic flyers. When waves collide. Waves in sync. I would say one thing, if you come to this museum, we got here a little later in the day. It's a big museum. If you come, don't do like me. Come early. You're gonna spend all day here. It's cool. Museum keeps going and going and going. Here we have 3D print technology. We actually have a 3D printed Benjamin Franklin. That is nuts. This is a 3D printed motorcycle. And what's crazy is, it's not just 3D printed. This is the world's first 3D printed motorcycle as recognized by Guinness World Records. Of the 100 parts, 76 were 3D printed over the course of 1,700 hours. Other mechanical parts include the motor tires, mirrors are not 3D printed and were added later assembly. The 1 horsepower motor can reach speeds of 10 to 15 miles per hour. This thing actually could go. We're looking at medical devices that are created by 3D printing. Here we have 3D printed prosthetic arms, uterus models, liver models, skull implants, Lego Liberty Bell with the colors representing the crack. Next to Lego Philadelphia, Lego-delphia, I mean. So that's where we came in, the Benjamin Franklin Bridge.
Well, the number 1 is where we are.
We are number 1. We're right there, Benjamin Franklin Parkway. There's the Rocky Stairs. Dun, 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 dun. Ready to race. Guess I should race the Philadelphia Phantoms mascot. Marathon runner, sprinter, wheelchair racer, ice skater. Yeah, we'll run Philly mascot.
Athletes, take your mark. Ready, set, go! Hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. This is something special.
I beat him by 0.11 seconds. He's pretty fast, bugger. This is gonna be funny because I'm bad at surfing. Or bad at balance, let's say. Try bending your knees or widening your stance to lower your center of mass. I'm shredding it, Joy. I'm shredding it.
Wow.
I love there's an emergency stop button. We made our way to the first floor, which is the basement, to go to the train factory. When I was expecting a train, I don't know why I didn't think we'd have like full-size train, but yeah, we have a full-size train here. Wasn't expecting that. Joy, you want to go up to the mezzanine to see inside the train? Board the train this way. We get to board the train? We are actually about to board this engine. Can you imagine, Joy? Driving a train like this?
No.
All the coal would be stored here, fueling that engine. I am a kid that loves his model trains, and I always love how the coupling device on little Lionel trains is the same design as real big trains. Last thing we have left is Space Command, the final frontier, and the final part of this museum. Ooh, the oldest thing you've ever touched. I touched it. Located in Arizona's Barringer Meteor Crater, is named for geologists who provided in 1906. It is on loan from Meteor Crater Enterprises Incorporated. I touched it again. Like, you can follow the sun by looking at this obelisk shadow based on the different times of years. That was just summer. And then we have winter sun. You see the more drastic shadows. Ooh, reflective telescope. We have our scope section. I'm gonna scope out this case quickly. Here we have some different microscopes. And in this case, we have some different telescopes. Even as an exhibit in the gift shop. Plasma. Ooh. Joy. I'm mooning you, I'm mooning you. It's the moon, I'm mooning you. So there you have it, folks. We came, we saw, we conquered the Franklin Institute.
Yep.
This was an awesome science museum. I like it that it definitely had a lot of interactive things for the children, but it did also have a lot of information to educate. Some science museums we have is very more just hands-on without the information of what we're really looking at. Very good museum. I would say definitely recommend the Franklin Institute. I think we could call it, Joy.
I think so.
Franklin Institute. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels.
Good eats.
And live life. See the resemblance? All right, we might not be related, but I once played him in a show here.